pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the hill, the big righty, Osvaldo Bido. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
And there's a foul ball. Late on that fastball.
Top of the order speedster. You'd really like to see him work his way on. He can get around the bases.
Oh, that got him. First batter of the game is hit by the pitch.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. And he can't come up with it. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. The flip to the pitcher covering, one out in the top of the first. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. Coming off a huge showing in their last game, Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, he's got a hit in 10 straight games, Boog. I mean, clearly swinging the bat well right now and carrying that momentum from game to game, just being real consistent at the plate. Look for him to have some good at-bats here today.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Juan Soto. That's hard hit on the line. He's got it. Runner tags for home. The run comes across and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
Aaron Judge now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Swing and a ground ball, and it gets by him.
Batting 5th, first baseman,
He kind of rolled over
Bryce
on this pitch
Harper.
a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So a man at first, and now here is Harper. Foul ball. Harper matched a homer in his last game. Two outs. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Batting 6th, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
This one smoked out to left. And that is that. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. On to the bottom of the first. Yankees 1, and the Athletics coming to bat. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound today, Rhett Lauder.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Zach Geloff, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Lauder recently earned Rookie of the Month honors. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
That one just missing inside. And the count's even at 2. And there's a ball.
Full count.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Doyle under it. Makes the grab, one away. And time now to check out the A's lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
And a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty.
1-2.
And a ground ball to first. And foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Batting third.
2 outs, bases empty. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Top of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Rooker with a homer in his last game. 2 outs, bases empty. Pitch misses. And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a slider misses down and away. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it stays fair.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Lawrence.
Stepping in,
Butler.
Lawrence Butler. That one ripped. That's back there. Going, gone. And that gives him a lead. It's 2-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. At Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Late swing, foul to the left. Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The A's with a 2-run blast as the A's are on top. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back.
Leading
top
off
of the
for
second.
the Yankees,
and stepping in for the
catcher,
Yankees,
Yainer
Diaz. Beto back to work. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Diaz hitting 7th in today's lineup. And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Our plate umpire, Freddie Ferguson.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope.
2-1.
You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that is out of play. Beto with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Struck him out swinging. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Next offering is down low.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Bleday settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Brenton Doyle.
Brenton Doyle stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off.
Let's go, green and gold, bring it home.
Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ball one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. And our score remains 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Kyle McCann. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Louder winds and deals. That clips the zone, and it's 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes he goes, and there's one away.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Seth Brown in the box now. No balls and a strike. Brown went deep in his most recent game. Hit in the air, center field. Merrill should have this one. And there are 2 down.
Batting eighth, third baseman, Max
Now the third baseman, Max Schumann. 0 for 6 in the series so far.
Let's go, Max.
Splits the plate, and that's strike 1.
This strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full. It's the A's 2 and the Yankees 1. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a look
for
at
the
how the
Yankees,
series has played out
second
so
baseman,
far.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Just missed.
Excellent arm action on that two-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
The changeup missing, and it's 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Left field. Brown gets under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose
Here's
Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. High fly ball out to center field. Brown hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter Juan Soto.
Stepping in now for the Yankees.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Aaron Judge at the plate. A little out front there as he swings through it.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Outside low, 1-1.
1-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Around from second is the tying run, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Well, we're starting over again.
Now
All tied up. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily been out in front on the off speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly.
2 outs, runner at first. So Harper stands in.
No,
outside, ball 1. And that one is lifted in the air. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
First baseman, Johnny Pareda.
And a first offering a fastball for a strike. And there's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a solid
Yeah.
swing right
Yellow.
there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Back to the top of the lineup, Zach Geloff. Up next for the A's. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
Pareda aboard here at first with nobody out. There's a strike. Fastball for a strike. This one in the air, center field. Merrill under it. Makes the grab, and there's one down. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Late on that fastball.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
1-1.
Man at first, one away. That one a little bit high. 2-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Tied up here in the early going. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air out towards right center. Merrill under it. Squeezes it, and that will end the inning. The A's strand 1, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. That one lifted to left. Brown. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Yainer
Here's the catcher,
Diaz.
Yainer Diaz. His first at bat was a strikeout. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0 balls, 1
All
strike.
tied up, top half of inning number 4. And now the count is even. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Did he go?
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And no swing, says Joe McDonald. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and it's 3-2. Line drive, base hit.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So up next, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Missed with
That's
a
a ball.
changeup, and now it's even 1-1.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
The next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Diaz over at first with 1 away.
Let's go, green and gold, bring 'em home.
And that's in there at the knees. And that's downstairs and outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Runner, take your base.
Now batting, left fielder,
2
Brenton
on, 1
Doyle.
out. Now the left fielder, Brenton Doyle. Struck out swinging his first time. Ground ball right side, down the line, and it's foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him on base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 0 for 2 in this one. Fought off foul. Two on, 2 outs.
Ball.
In the dirt. Runners stay where they are. That's ball 1. That one the other way. Oh, he can't hang on. Around third. He scores and they have the lead. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Though, as an outfielder, your eyes get big when you have an opportunity to catch a fly ball and then gain an assist and cut a runner off. But you have to do first things first, and that's make sure you secure the baseball. If you don't do that, there's no opportunity for an assist.
And here comes Mark Kotze as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen. Osvaldo Bido gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base.
Now
back with a new
pitching for
pitcher
the
after
A's.
this. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Noah Murdoch.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
So 2 down, and next for New York, Jose Ramirez.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Swinging a foul out of play. Two outs, 2 in scoring position.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
In the dirt, gonna count 1 and 2.
1-2.
And a swing and a miss. Inning over, and it could have been worse.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
Now it's the
A's,
right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Lawrence Butler.
That one is hammered right field. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, center fielder, J.J.
This is J.J. Bleday. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. On the ground. And that one handled. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Kyle McCann.
And now here's the A's catcher, Kyle McCann. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one ripped into right, and foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing there for the A's. They're down 3-2. Ready now for the
Leading
5th
off
inning.
for the
And
Yankees,
now it's going to
the
be
designated
Juan
hitter,
Soto.
Juan Soto.
Hit hard but foul off to the left. And he deals. And that one a little below the knees. And that is ball 1. And there's a ball.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Soto tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And he held up just enough. That's ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Judge goes 6 feet 7 inches, 280 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Oh, 0-2 now.
1-2.
In the dirt, blocked. And a 1-2.
That's a ball. 2-2.
That's down and in.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Bryce Harper to the plate.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That one is absolutely belted. See you later. He sends it out of here. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they boost their lead. It's 6-2. So the streak stays alive. His 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Noah Murdoch departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Dylan
the
Floro
A's.
will take
Number
over on the
55.
mound. Ready to
Dylan
make his season
Floro.
debut, and it comes at a high leverage spot. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And that drops in for a strike. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. And a foul ball. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Yainer Diaz will hit next. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Tyler Ferguson up and throwing. Cruz also throwing. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one pushed foul. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Off the mark there. And the count is 2-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location
Now
that this guy at the plate
fielder,
tends to have
Jackson
trouble with.
Merrill.
And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Liner, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Brenton Doyle getting ready to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a base hit into right center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman Jazz Chisholm
Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Hard hit left side. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Yankees with a 3-run shot. It's now 6-2. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Left fielder Seth Brown.
Louder back to work. And that's in for a strike.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Right through there for a strike. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right
Now
there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and
third
catcher on the
baseman,
same page right
Max
now.
Schumann.
Here's the third baseman, Max Schumann. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The A's down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. This one in the air. Harper has a beat on it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride
Now
up
batting,
in the zone right
first
there.
baseman,
Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that
Johnny
velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Chisholm makes the catch, and that'll do it. A's go quickly and quietly there. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check
for
out the latest
Yankees,
news from
third
around the
baseman,
league.
Jose Ramirez.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And ball one. Inside, almost got him.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Soto stands in now and watches strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Ramirez on at first, nobody out. Runner on the go. Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. His 26th of the year. It's 8-2.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
It's Aaron Judge now. First pitch, and he just misses. That clips the corner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 and 2 is the count.
Up the middle. Over to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Here comes Bryce Harper. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Just
That's a ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. Here's Francisco Lindor. 0 for 3 in this one. Base hit, left center field. Around first, digging for 2. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now, Yainer Diaz. Butler makes his way towards it, tracks it down for the out. And that is that. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 8-2. Well, we go bottom six. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Zach Geloff.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
He's there. He's got it. One away.
Up next for the A's, shortstop
Jacob Wilson. Up next for the A's. Just off the inside edge. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. So now 1-2.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Strike three, struck him out for the third time today. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here's a big power threat, Brent Rooker. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance, and that one is out of here. His 11th of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 8-3.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Lawrence Butler. And that misses. 1-0. Swings through that one.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's inside.
Ball.
In the air, left side. Doyle turns to the right on the move. Brings it in for the third out. The A's get one on this homer. It's now 8-3. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC.
Pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Fernando Cruz. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And here is
leading
Jackson
off for the
Merrill.
Yankees, center fielder Jackson Merrill.
And a pitch. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here is Brenton Doyle, 1 for 3. Swings through that one, 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. The A's bullpen has some movement. Tyler Ferguson appears to be getting loose. The 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. Three-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch misses.
1-0.
There's a swing and a miss.
1-1. That's a ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Man at second. Ripped to short. There's one.
Right there. Beat that.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Ramirez. Chisholm off of first with 2 away.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one
That's
ran
inside,
inside,
ball.
almost got him. Two outs. Ground ball right side. Boots it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. The Yanks lead 1, but they lead at 8-3. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
J.J. Bleday.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Kyle McCann.
Kyle McCann. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Jazz. There's 1. And that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from
Now
routine.
batting,
That's the one thing about
left
big
fielder,
leaguers. They make
Seth
tough plays look
Brown.
simple.
2 down, bases empty. Seth Brown now at the plate. That's in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Nothing doing there for the A's. Can't chip away at an 8-3 deficit.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th. Jonathan
46.
Loaisiga hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Juan Soto digs in now. He's already homered in this game.
Juan Soto.
Loaisiga goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and he's a native of Nicaragua. That one fouled off. inside.
No, that missed.
And
That's a ball.
ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering misses down and away.
3-1.
That one misses.
Missed.
So a
Ball 4.
leadoff
Take your
walk.
base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there.
Now
Pretty much
batting,
gifted
right
him first
fielder,
base with a
Aaron
quick free
Judge.
pass.
So a man aboard. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Judge comes up empty there. Meanwhile,
0-1.
activity in the bullpen. Tyler Ferguson preparing to come on if needed. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Let's go, green and gold. Bring him home.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Runner stops at second. And the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Now
Clearly
batting,
seeing the ball
first
very
baseman,
well in this one.
Bryce
Pretty
Harper.
good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
First and second, no outs. Bryce Harper stepping in now for the Yankees.
0-1.
Sliced hard but foul.
Strike him out.
That misses.
1-2.
And a count 1-2. First and second, no outs. And we're in the top of the 8th.
Ball.
Got him swinging. Now it's the shortstop,
batting,
Francisco
shortstop,
Lindor. He's
Francisco
one of the best
Lindor.
players in the game. And first offering is fouled off. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just
Ball.
missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Grounder might be 2. Pareda tossed to second, and it's a double play to end the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Yankees 8 and the A's 3. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for
Now
the
here is
Athletics,
Max
third
Schumann.
baseman, Max.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this
Schumann.
series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Louder back to work. Fastball for a strike. Louder still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 1-2. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Next up for the A's, Johnny Pareda. Check swing, called strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
No outs, runner on second. This to third, Ramirez. The throw to first, one gone to the bottom of the eighth. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts.
Geloff.
Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
Clips the corner. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one
Ball.
just misses. Upstairs.
Ball, that's high.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one drifts inside.
Close pitch there, and
Count
he's
full.
kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
And they'll do it again. Fair ball. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Now batting, shortstop, Jacob
So 2 in scoring
Wilson.
position with 1 out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change.
Now pitching for New York,
DJ Hers gets the ball
number
now.
77.
And you know, bullpen guys can
DJ
struggle sometimes
Hurts.
when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Up and
That's the ball.
in, and that's ball 1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Puts it in the air out towards left center and makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Always exciting when there's a play at the plate and potential inning ender. Great throw by the outfielder, but awesome as well by the catcher. That's a nice play all around.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Michel Otonez.
And with
Now
the big
pitching
deficit
for
on the
the
scoreboard,
Athletics,
he almost has to just put
number
that out of his
47.
mind. Every outing
Michel
matters for relievers and their
Otonez.
numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Diaz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Mitch Spence getting loose out there. And that's off
ball.
the inside edge. And that's ball 2.
2-0.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. That one ripped, and that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, that was one of those
Now
high
batting,
percentage
the
advantage
center
counts
fielder,
where batting
Jackson
averages are
Merrill.
just so much higher. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Man at second. That misses the
Ball.
zone, and the count even 1-1. And that one
That's
is
in, ball.
inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
There's a swing and a drive. And
Foul
that
ball.
is a foul ball. And a good eye
No,
there.
that missed.
Runner
got a
at
full
second, nobody out. And
That's
that's
foul.
just foul. And ball four to
Runner, take your
aboard.
base.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing
Now
some
batting,
good
left
patience
fielder,
in this
Britton
one. It's the
Doyle.
second time he's taken ball 4.
First and second, no outs. Brenton Doyle, the next to hit. Foul ball there. First and second here, no outs.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One run across. Relay throw to second, but he's in there easily.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. I
Now
love
batting,
the approach
second
he had
baseman,
right there with
Jazz
that pitch.
Chisholm
Not trying to do
Jr.
too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So back to the top of the order. And now here is Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one pushed to the left and foul. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here at the top of the ninth. And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball 1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball
That's a
was
ball.
down enough where you're going to catch up to
2-1.
one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. That's down. One hops off the wall. Bleday fires it in. That holds the lead runner, and now they've got 2 in scoring position.
Well, that's
Now
his
batting,
first hit in
third
this
baseman,
one, so that should
Jose
help him feel a
Ramirez.
little better. Center fielders in today's game are so talented and so athletic, so when you blast one to deep center and get it to drop in, you know you really put a great swing on it, and that was nicely done for extra bases.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Michel Otonez will depart, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So a
the
new
A's,
pitcher on the mound for the A's,
number
Tyler
44.
Ferguson.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Jose Ramirez stepping in now for the Yankees. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. And that one fouled off. To the right side. Base hit. 1 run in already. Now the second run is in. It's 12-3.
Now batting,
Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet,
Soto.
Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
That one not close. 2 balls, no strikes. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Ramirez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. On the ground, a short could be 2. The flip to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Judge.
2 outs, base is empty. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a swing and a miss.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
And it's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Oh, right to the backstop. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Yankees 12 and the A's 3. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
In the air, right field. Judge is under it. Drops into the glove. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Lawrence
Next up for the
Butler.
A's, Lawrence Butler. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. The Yanks up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That's off the mark. 1 ball, 1 strike. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. The other way, base hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be
Now
thanks to the
batting,
bad
center
job. Those small
fielder,
moments can be costly.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. J.J. Bleday getting ready to hit. Strike on the inside corner. Butler leads off first with 1 away. And there's the strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
And that's outside. 1-2 to count. Stays alive. That one is upstairs. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. And it remains 2-2.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Oh, it's a pretty nasty curveball right there, and the
Up
hitter didn't look
next,
comfortable
for
at
the
all.
A's,
Clearly fooled.
catcher,
Tried to check his swing and
Kyle
went around,
McCann.
but it would have been called a third strike anyhow. That's how dirty it was. Nice pitch for the punch out.
McCann, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swinging a foul straight back. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
And your final, 12-3. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.